Good morning, friends. I'm here to explain about one of the major problems which distracting our Great Barrier Reef called ocean acidification. So, what is ocean acidification? This term refers to the decrease in the ocean's pH level. pH level is also known as acidity level. Ocean's pH level for many years has remained about 8.2. However, scientists discovered that the ocean's pH level has been altered and decreases by as much as zero point 0.1. It might seem to be a non-significant decrease, but it could have a devastating long-term impact to the marine life. Recent study reveals that ocean acidification is due to scale amount of enhanced carbon dioxide released into the atmosphere. Naturally, ocean absorbs some percentage of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere to allow photosynthesis of aquatic plants. Currently, about 26% of carbon dioxide emission is absorbed by the ocean, and through chemical reaction, it has altered the ocean's pH. So, who is responsible for this? Well, it is all due to human activities. Here are several human activities which release a scale amount of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. A. Industrial emissions. Majority of carbon dioxide is produced from factories and other industrial activities. Machinery used in this field are powered by burning fossil fuel, in which it produces energy and carbon dioxide simultaneously. This carbon dioxide is released into the atmosphere. B. Vehicle emissions. Vehicles are also producing and emitting carbon dioxide into the atmosphere. The combustion of fossil fuel inside the engine supply energy and produces carbon dioxide. C. Deforestation. Deforestation is another major contributor to release carbon dioxide. Trees are absorbing atmospheric carbon dioxide for photosynthesis. However, as human population increases, demands for housing, agriculture, farming, and others has pushed massive land clearing by cutting down trees. Hence, no more available trees to absorb carbon dioxide, and thus it accumulates over time on the atmosphere, causing environmental problems. So, we have discussed about what is ocean acidification, right? And what are the causes of it. But do we actually know what are the profound consequences of ocean acidification to the marine environment? Well, let's find out. Corals and shelled organisms such as clams, crabs, sea star, and others absorb carbonate ions. These carbonate ions are for making strong calcium carbonate shells and skeletal structure in corals. When carbon dioxide reacts with water molecules, it produces acid compounds which attracts the carbonate ions away. As there are more carbon dioxide, thus producing more acid compounds when they react with water, which eventually attracts all the available carbonate ions. Therefore, coral and those shelled organisms would have a weak shells and skeletal structures as they cannot grow strong shells with the absence of carbonate ions. Meet Hermie, a little hermit crab. Hermie has a very weak and brittle shell, hence it is easily damaged. Hermie cannot find a strong shell on the ocean that he could use as his protection. Therefore, Hermie becomes vulnerable and unable to withstand himself from the predator. This is quite sad. This is just an illustration of how ocean acidification could affect marine life. As observed now, the corals at the Great Barrier Reef has been damaged by unprecedented coral bleaching, which overwhelmed the reef due to global warming in 1998, 2002, and 2016. Corals with weak and brittle skeletal structure are prone to disease, easily being damaged through natural cyclones or tides. Ocean acidification further triggers the slow growth and recovery on these corals. Some corals eventually die and uninhabited. This graph shows how the calcification ability of the corals at the Great Barrier Reef has declined. Calcification is the ability to construct strong skeletal structure made from calcium carbonates. If the rate of ocean's acidification continues to increase in the upcoming years, it will be a major threat to the marine life species which rely on the corals. If the corals die, these organisms have to find a new shelter, and if they are not well adapted, they will eventually die or being hunted. This leads to loss in species and disturb the food chain. In response to all these environmental problems which threatens the Great Barrier Reef, the Queensland government, working with institutions, researchers, universities, and the Great Barrier Reef Marine Park Authority, has come up with the Reef 2050 Long-Term Sustainability Plan to conserve, recover, and protect the Great Barrier Reef for future generations. We also can help to protect the reef and the environment from pollution. Little things that we can do daily are such as reducing carbon dioxide emissions from vehicles by using bicycle or walking if you wanna go to a nearby place or supermarket. Save electricity and water usage. Electricity is generated from burning fossil fuels, which releases carbon dioxide. By saving electricity, you have saved the environment and electricity production. Water is supplied using pumps which powered by energy produced from burning fossil fuels, and again producing carbon dioxide. Reducing water usage can save the environment. Plant more trees to reduce carbon dioxide emissions. The last one, inform this environmental problem to your friends, teachers, parents, and greater society so they are aware of the environment and can act for changes. So that's all my tutorial presentation. Thank you for listening. Hope you all enjoy your day.